Hello wizards, how are you doing today? Today I'm going to share with you how you can overcome and go through, learn and evolve through the spiritual awakening journey by seeing the challenges that come your way as gifts from the universe rather than obstacles. You see, many times we are going to experience challenges in our awakening journey, and maybe you are going through some of your own challenges. These challenges could be anything. It could be a health challenge, could be a relationship challenge, could be a financial challenge, could be a spiritual challenge. It does not matter what it is, you see, but all challenges needs to be seen as something that is not unwanted, as something that has just come to us by an accident, and if that's something that we can do without, because that is how we many times react when a challenge presents itself in our life. We react as if like it's unwanted. We react as if like, I could have done without it. It could have been so much better if that challenge did not arrive at all. My life would have run smoothly. This is how we perceive it, as if like the challenge does not fit in our life, has no value to serve in our life at all. And that is when we miss out on the opportunity to learn and grow and evolve from that challenge, because every challenge is a gift. Every challenge is an up-leveling opportunity. Every challenge comes to us to show us some of the things that we need to see within us, because a challenge is just a reflection of our state of being, through coming to us through our experiences, showing us the things that we need to see, recognize, transmute, heal, and in doing that up level. So every challenge that you experience in your life before, you're experiencing right now, or you will experience in your life in the future, is and will be and had been an up-leveling opportunity. If you reflect back on your own life, you will see the truth of it. Some of the challenges you experienced in your life in the past, you notice that they have led to some of the biggest growth in your life. Why does it happen? Because this is how it works, right? Now, I also want to share with you something really important. That is the understanding of why a challenge is actually a gift and why we need to see it that way, because it is a gift. When I say that it is a gift, when I say a challenge is an opportunity, I'm not just saying to you like, like a word of wisdom, like, just a metaphor, just something to a different way of perceiving things to make yourself feel better about things. That is not the purpose. When I say a challenge is a gift, when I say when something happens to you that appears to be problematic, appears to create struggle and strife and suffering in your life, I say that that too is a gift, and always is a gift. I am not saying from the place of metaphor and saying, I'm not saying it figuratively. I'm saying it quite literally. I'm saying it that this is always the actual physical reality. That is how it is. You see, it's because what appears as a challenge, what appears as an obstacle in your journey, blocking you, is actually the path. Have you heard about the saying that the obstacle is the path? That saying is not just a saying, and it's an actual physical reality. It's an actual absolute truth, I would say. The obstacle is always the path. You see, we label it as challenge, and this is what I want to share with you, because this understanding will change things in your life. You see, just think about it. Anytime we call something an obstacle in our life, for example, some challenge that is appearing, maybe it's a financial challenge, maybe it's a health challenge, maybe it's a relationship challenge, and you suddenly feel that, my life was going smoothly, everything was going fantastic, more or less, and now I have this big obstacle in my life, and it's blocking my happiness, it's blocking my, peace, and all the things that I could do. Now I cannot do because of this nuisance, right? You see, think about this, that you are walking down a path. You are walking down a path, an actual path, walking down a road, and suddenly you notice that there's a big stone placed in your path, gigantic stone, and you suddenly call it, I was going nicely down my road, and this thing is an obstacle because it's not allowing me to go down my road, smoothly. This thing is an unwanted. I do not want it. What can I do to avoid it? What can I do to remove it from my life? Usually that is our reaction, right? When a challenge appears. And do not judge yourself if you react that way, because that is part of the learning process. When you judge yourself, you fall into the loop of self-judgment and you don't learn, right? Don't judge yourself, because I experienced the same things, and that is why I'm saying this with you, because I've experienced the very similar reactions within myself, right? And that is why when you call something, that big rock, an obstacle, what you're actually doing is you are labeling the experience of the rock on your path as an obstacle. The rock does not have obstacle written on it. You see, it's not an inherent absolute truth about the rock, and the experience of the rock being on your path is not an inherent absolute truth that is an obstacle experience. No, we are the one. We label it as an obstacle, right? Why we do label it? Because we feel that has no purpose. But the saying that the obstacle is the way, and the obstacle is the way, means that what appears to you from your perception as an obstacle is actually the way. You don't see the way in it, but it is the way. If you look at it, if there is a big river, let's say you are going down the path, and again suddenly find yourself there's a big river standing between you and your destination. There's a land out there where you want to go, and then there's this big river standing between you and your destination. Suddenly you call it obstacle. Similar as the rock, right? Now you know now that it's not an obstacle, it's just a river. If you can swim, it's actually the way. But think about it. If you are the very first person on planet Earth who learned to swim, before you nobody knew how to swim, then you do not have that perception. You feel that is an obstacle because I don't know how to swim. If I go inside it, I'm going to drown. Okay? You see that? And that is what happens. When there is a rock in front of you, see, that is an obstacle, not to a rock climber who has rock climbed already. He or she knows that is not an obstacle. It's just asking you to climb. The water is not an obstacle. It's asking you to swim. If you go inside the water, you're going to learn to swim. You're going to become a better, up-leveled, more higher version of yourself. That is the opportunity of the obstacle. Every obstacle is actually the path, not in disguise. That is the path. If you see, the water body is actually connecting the two bodies, the land masses. If you just learn to swim, you know that is not an obstacle. That is the path. That is how you go. That's how water transport works. Right? Similarly, the mountain or the rock in front of your path is not an obstacle. It's just asking you to climb the rock. It is actually connecting the two paths. So both of these obstacles, as you can see, they are presenting an opportunity for you to learn something about yourself. That if you go inside the water, you are going to learn that you actually can swim. You can actually up-level, tap into some more abilities within yourself that you did not have a clue of, right? And in doing that, you're going to up-level. So by the time you arrive at that destination, cross the river and end up in that, reaching your destination, that land, you will not be the same person who started. You'll be a higher version, your version 2, because that person did not know how to swim. This person knows how to swim. Two different versions. You see? Similarly with the rock, you climb over it. After you reach the top and come down, you have now become a rock climber. So anytime now, next time you come across similar situations, not obstacles, like a rock in your path or a water body in your path, now it will never ever appear as an obstacle, because you know how it works. You know that it's not an obstacle, it's a path. I know how to swim. I know how to rock climb. You see? So every obstacle is actually the path. Actually the path. Not figuratively speaking, but that is the reality of life. Every challenge that is appearing in your life is actually showing you things that you need to see within yourself, so that When you see them, when you learn what they are, what it is bringing out, and work with them, heal them, transmute them, you are going to up level. Let me share with you something that can help you in your journey to evolve through your challenges, because again, all challenges are just opportunities for evolution, right? Whenever a challenge presents itself, notice that reaction, that when it happens, I don't want it, this is unwanted, I was doing things, I had my plans, I was doing all of this, and now I can't do all of this, and my desires and hopes are, subdued by this challenge. And you notice that the reaction will come, that this is unwanted, this is unwanted, this is unwanted. When that reaction happens, I just want you to notice it. Don't judge it. That is part of the journey, that is part of the experience. Don't judge it, but notice it. Okay, next you notice that what are some of the things that the challenge is bringing out into your awareness. You see, this is the cool part. Every challenge, as I mentioned, is an up-leveling opportunity. Every challenge acts as a catalyst for your evolution by showing you some of the things that you need to see. And most of the things will come out as something that is negative. You see, when a challenge presents itself, for example, you're experiencing a financial challenge, okay? Whenever a financial challenge come into your experience, you see, what you will notice that it will bring out a lot of insecurities, fears, uncertainty, lack of trust issues with your own higher self, you know, all of those things will be brought out into the surface. Whoop, they are just brought out into the surface suddenly. And because we feel, oh my God, I don't want to see them, I don't want to work with them, they are not nice things, about myself, I don't want this challenge. So the challenge is actually a medicine, you see. The challenge is a catalyst which is bringing out all the things that needs to be seen, recognized, healed, and transmuted. Those things, those insecurities never went away. Those fears never went away. Those lack of trust issues never went away. They were just within you, waiting for an opportunity for them to show themselves to you. If they were not there, you would not perceive that experience as a challenge, because you must have up-leveled by then. Apparently you have not, right? So they are coming to you. And it's not a bad thing. If you're thinking, oh, so I have lack of trust issues, I have, fears and all of that, that's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. There's no such thing as a bad thing. There are just things that we need to see, recognize, learn, and evolve from. You see, it's a path, it's a journey. There's nothing bad about a path, right? You're constantly evolving. You're constantly evolving. The fears and the insecurities and the trust issues with our own inner guidance that you had maybe a year back, they don't exist right now because you have worked out those things. But there are still many layers that we have not worked out, and they keep coming up so that we can transmute and heal and evolve out of them so that we can become our higher version, right? So you will notice always when a challenge presents itself, it will bring out all the subdued, negative, or seemingly negative, there's no such thing as actually negative, things about yourself that you don't like about yourself. It will just bring out. And when they come out, that is the opportunity moment. That is when you can use this opportunity to heal. How do you heal them? By being with them, by being with that experience, by receiving that experience. You see, by receiving the opportunity that the rock presents to yourself, the water body presents to yourself. So when those negative experiences come out, you find yourself fearful, panicky, frustrated, stressful, in agony, hopeless maybe, right? When they come out, instead of pushing that experience away, like, I don't want to feel this way, distracting yourself, doing all the other things, recognize as what it is. These experiences are not bad. What you call these negative experiences, they are like medicines. They're like bitter medicines. You see, they have a purpose. They just taste bitter. They're not bad. You see, most medicines are this way, isn't they? Aren't they? Isn't it? That is, they taste bad in your mouth, but they serve a healing purpose. Recognize those negative state of beings, the fearful state of being, the hopeless state of beings, that they are good, that they are the gift from the universe, that is what you need to receive right now. I'm not saying you stay hopeless, you stay uncertain, you stay fearful. That's not the point. But if fear is coming up, it's not a bad thing. It needs not be pushed away, but to be received. The fear is not a bad thing. It's just showing you something, right? Something about you that needs to be seen. And when you just say this and allow yourself this, that you know what, I want to receive what is coming to me instead of pushing it away, because the universe is giving to me. The universe does not make mistake. Universe cannot make mistake. There's no such thing as an accident. If there is an experience coming to me, if there are a certain state of being that is coming in my experience, I want to explore it. I want to receive it, what universe is giving me. And you just tell yourself, I want to receive what the universe is giving to me. I want to receive what the universe is giving to me. I want to receive what the universe is giving to me. And you keep saying this mantra, and you will see a certain openness will be created in your state of being, and that experience which you have been resisting will go through you. You are literally receiving the gift of the universe, and in receiving that, you are transmuting it. You will transmute it. It will happen. Because as long as you don't receive the gift that the universe is giving to you, you'll keep go back in loop, go back through the same experience again and again and again and again. It's like in school. If you don't learn, you don't get promoted, right? So allow yourself to recognize all the challenges that are presenting themselves to you at the moment as what the universe is trying to give to you. They're all gifts. They're all gifts. And it is our job to receive it, not call it unwanted. Somebody is giving a gift to you. Do you call it unwanted? Ooh. You miss the opportunity, right? When they come, tell yourself, I want to receive what the universe is giving to me. You know, I know that it does not make mistake. I know that it serves a purpose. I need not know what purpose it serves. As long as you don't go to the water, you do not have a clue what swimming is. So you need not know what purpose it serves. What you need to know is that it serves a purpose, because the universe never makes mistake. There are no things such as accidents. It has come to you at the right time to show you something that you need to see. Receive it, be with it, allow it. Don't resist it. And you will transmute it. You will evolve out of it. And you will see that it was all a gift, and it always will be that way. Gifts, 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 and gifts. Every time you in the future experience some challenge, you will know that it is going to be a gift. You see? I hope this helps. I hope this helps. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask me, leave it in the comments, right? And let me share with you something amazing that can help you in your spiritual awakening journey. Is that I have a program. I have a 4-week program on how to connect with your inner guidance system in 4 weeks. Your inner guidance system is your inner GPS. You see, you have an inbuilt GPS right within you, through which your higher self communicates to you, so that you can make the right choices in your life, make the right choices as in the harmonious choices, which will take your life and align with your life purpose timeline. You have a life purpose timeline. It's like your private highway. And if you can come in alignment with your private highway, your life purpose timeline, what you will notice is that you are accelerating in your spiritual awakening journey in the most harmonious way, because your life purpose timeline is your path of least resistance and most harmonious evolution. And my job is to help you connect with your inner guidance system within this 4 weeks, right? So I'm going to teach you very simple things about how to pay attention to your inner indicators. You have 4 inner indicators: comfort, satisfaction, inspiration, and resonance. Once you can start seeing these inner indicators, just like how you see, indication in your car's dashboard, it will become so much easier to navigate through the challenges and the turns in your life and line up with your path of least resistance. Because once you can do that, once you can pay attention to your inner GPS, you will never stray too far away from your path, your life purpose timeline, your path of least resistance, and abundance on all level will then be able to flow into your life, because that is how it works. Whenever you align with your path of least resistance, everything that is part of your soul's blueprint, all the desires that is part of your soul's blueprint start manifesting effortlessly as you enjoy your life in this now moment. This is how cool things are in wizard consciousness. I'm a teacher of wizard consciousness, and this is how cool things can get. So if you want to learn about the program, if you want to join the program, then what you have to do is just send me an inquiry. My email ID will be in the description of the video. Send me an inquiry. I'll get in touch with you and I'll tell you how to proceed, right? And I also have a Facebook group where I share a lot of content. I share some written posts time to time. If you want to stay connected with me, join my Facebook group. It's in the description of the video. And very recently, I shared about how we sometimes stop the flow of abundance in our life and how we can unblock that abundance back again. So if you want to know about that topic, then do watch my video. It will probably appear in your screen here. So go watch it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.